Alright guys, so this is going to be part 2 of the Searing Reflection series. I tried Beached Whale for a hot minute, and as expected, it was hot garbage. But I just wanted to try. I wanted to have at least a chance to play Colifero and get like 4 Beached Whales and have, 420s across the board, but I can't do that. Can't do it. The Brute seems like it'll help the Shaman matchup a little bit and some of the aggro matchups. I think 2 is too many, so I went with 1. I went actually with a lot of one-ofs, like the one Scorching Observer. I'm still not completely sold, but I like this guy a lot, and he has meaningfully impacted the board quite a few times. Um, Underlight Angling Rod is surprisingly helpful in the early game with this deck, because all I really want to do is hold things off until I can start dropping bombs. So, Living Flame to get Searing Reflection, Mark of Ulsal to calm them down, Quality Consecration, Hammer of Wrath, Holy Glow Sticks, all just, great early game stuff to hold things down until I can get to, like, the 7 drops and above. So let's give it a run. Yeah, I really like this deck. It's so hard. It's so hard to to give up on a fun deck. I've done a ton of versions. This is like the 6th formal version, but like I think I've done probably 10 versions of this deck by now, and none of them really turn out to be super great so far. Like the first one, I was pleasantly surprised with the potential of power, and I was definitely winning some games, so it wasn't like it was just straight like 0 and 6. Okay, so Searing Reflection and Coin is pretty good. I can then turn 6 do it, but I have to survive that long against Demon Hunter. So let's see. There's the Scorching Observer. So this will definitely be the new series of fun, silly deck building. I think Grime Street, the whole hand buff idea has kind of been played out. I wanted to give that a fair shot, and I had a lot of fun along the way, but just couldn't get it to be like really good enough to keep playing on the ladder. Um, it's got a lot of potential, and if the metagame shifts, then there's or maybe a new set or something could shake that up. But for now, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be worth continuing to pursue. I'm probably gonna play it for fun now and then, but hard to justify losing more stars on the ladder. Yeah, I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't justify any plays here. Alright, do your thing with the portals. Yeah, I'm not super concerned about them yet. And that's going to be annoying, but I know they want to draw another portal with their weapon, so I don't think they're going to hit me in the face with it. Yeah, that feels kind of like a waste of that, but what you gonna do? The final portal going into their deck. I think Consecration is better than Chronological Aura here. I might even... I'm thinking double... Yeah, I think I do need a double Consecration, sadly. So I gotta wait an extra turn for the Searing Reflection, but I don't think it's the end of the world here. That's a lot of power on board for them. So hopefully that slows them down a little bit. And I don't mind getting a Living Flame off of my first Searing Reflection, because it does mean I'm going to get another one. As long as I don't get a board of Searing, a board of Living Flames off of Colifero, I'm cool. That's the only thing. Wow. Sure. Seems fine here.
It's time for some mayhem.
Interesting. Let's see what it gives me. Come on. God, it always feels like a gyp getting... Yeah, I feel like I got gypped whenever I get Colifero off of Searing Reflection. But at least I can play Colifero next turn, should I have minions. Nomelia seems okay here. I think that's probably better than Colifero. Yeah, that'll kill their whole board. And hopefully that gives me more minions for Colifero next turn. Wow. They stole it from me. How rude. Yeah, I think I just Colifero here. Just please no Living Flame. That's the only thing. Please no Living Flame.
Everyone could use a fresh coat.
Alright. So they're just dead. And this is why I want this deck to work, because there is lots of potential to just one-shot people like that. So I've had a couple of games like that where I go Colifero into Rag or Colifero into Briar Spawn, because Briar Spawn attacks their minion and deals the excess damage to their hero. So I got like 4 Briar Spawns one time and just went bonk, bonk, bonk. So usually Colifero is the it is the main way to combo kill somebody with this.
You give me strength.
Fight with honor.
I think at some point I'm probably going to go back and play some more Cliff Dive Demon Hunter. Maybe see what I can do with that. So Priest is very likely going to be Protoss, and which means that this guy's probably fine. Just debating on the chronological aura. It's good enough, but it's probably a little slow considering these guys won't come down for a couple of turns at least, so let me see if I can get some other way to interact. No, we're getting an 8-drop. Okay, fine. 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 Yeah, I really like Ysera in this. It's not great to get it off of Colifero or Searing Reflection, but it's good enough. I think it's, what, a 412 or something? Yeah. Let's do that. Sure, yes please. I could Mark Averse all that, but there's probably going to be better targets. And they're definitely not Protoss, obviously. That does not seem like good timing for that, but whatever floats your boat, I guess.
I can tell your future before it even happens.
Seems good. Yeah, Ziliax is just a must-play in this deck. I mean, Ziliax is a must-play in pretty much anything you can play it in. I actually saw, oh my god, I saw the Hyper Aggro Paladin deck, the one that plays Busy Bot and Flash Sale and all that. I played against a version of that where they were doing all their normal aggro stuff, and then they got to turn 9, and they just went Ziliax. I was like, are you kidding me? They went from, like, I think their top end is 4 in that deck with the Ursine Maul and like Crusader Aura and all that, and they're just playing a 9-drop also. So I think that speaks to the power of Ziliax quite a bit. Okay, sure. That seems pretty good for them. Happy for you, bruh. Happy for ya. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm gonna just Searing Reflection next turn, and we're off and running.
Be still and
Okay. Let's do it. What do we get? Alright, not the worst.
Let's set the mood.
Huh. How are they going to do their attacks if they do?
Starting the operation.
Haste.
What to do here?
Let me think.
That gives +1 health only. That's good. I think I'm gonna do this. And let's do that. So hopefully that opens up a potential Colifero next turn. I could have just done another Searing Reflection, but I wanted to make sure that they didn't gain too much momentum. Because if they had a board full of dudes and they got through the tar, the blob of tar, and I didn't get something great off of the Searing Reflection, then I would lose quite a bit of momentum. Yeah, when they got a full board, I also love doing Colifero, because then, like, Briar Spawn is amazing if I have dudes to hit. Only complaint with Briar Spawn is that they have to have minions, otherwise I can't hit them with it. And Ragnaros is already in my hand, so... Excellent, so now I have more dudes to Colifero. Just please don't kill any more. Ah, fine. Ooh, look at that. Let's just do this. And then next turn I can do this and Colifero.
The stars and skies are my domain.
So in 3 turns, their cards just cost 1. What? That seems incredibly powerful. What? Alright, time to Colifero.
Reporting for duty.
Let's attack first. Let's not be that bad. Bonk. And on the off chance I get Briar Spawn, I'm going to leave their guys there. Because that would just kill them.
Everyone could use a fresh coat of paint.
Okay. Not going to get all the triggers off of them since the board is full, but... Or none of the triggers, I guess. That's fine. Yeah, I think the perfect number of minions to Colifero with is 3. Because then Factory Assembly Bot works. If I have other triggers like the Aura, I still have a little room. But, can't argue with this board. Seems like they're lost deep in the thought tank.
I have seen
Okay.
creation, and I will bring destruction.
So next turn I'm just going to Mark Oversaw that and Searing Reflection to follow up, I think. I could Ragnaros or something, but... Wow, that's pretty good.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
I could also Factory Assembly Bot and Mini, but that seems much worse. Ooh, looky looky. That actually seems fantastic. now their cards cost 1, I think. Yay! That'll be awesome. Double the damage and healing of your spells. Okay, I don't like where this is going. But I got Factory Assembly Bot and the Mini, so let's just run that. Let's put them down to 3. Oh no, now their spells cost, or all their cards cost 1. Oh no. Am I just dead? You got double damage and 1 mana cards.
Well played.
Jeez. Alright, that's a pretty good combo. Came very close. Yeah, there's more combos going around now. There's that priest card where if you've played 8 dragons, you take an extra turn. I've seen people play that with the guy that makes his attack go to infinity. There's this one. I mean, I'm kind of playing a semi-combo deck. Just there's quite a few combos out there. I mean, that priest one is pretty good. Druid and mage have pretty decent combo decks. Yeah, I tend to prefer the combos that are a little bit more interactive. Like Dual Paladin is my favorite deck of all time. I just loved that deck. At the very least, it was attacking stuff, and you were using guys to win. It always feels a little bad, like that moment where you're just like, oh, I couldn't do anything. Like taunt minions don't matter. Like they just had 60 damage and spells for 3 mana or something.
I will fight with honor.
This seems fine. Keeping the Searing Reflection since I'll have a coin. I can do that on turn 6. Death Knight can be a tough match, though. For a hot minute, like before Across the Time Waste came out, Death Knight was just everywhere. Just head and shoulders the best deck, in my opinion.
Reporting for duty.
Look at that. I think I'm going to do this, though. It's not super helpful just to hit him in the face with it. Sometimes, it can help you kill them faster. But normally it doesn't matter too much. And especially against Death Knight with leeches and a variety of other things, I don't think hitting them is going to matter that much in the long run.
Reporting for duty.
Especially since I have cards to play also. Like, if I didn't have anything to play at this stage of the game, I would hit their face and drop, something, hopefully. One time I was playing this, like one of the first couple games when I added it to the deck to see how it would do. I got Grunty off of it, and that was fun because then I just dropped him and killed like 4 guys. Grunty's the Murloc that makes 4 dudes that you get to shoot at other guys. Sweet. So this guy gets better. So let's do this and this. 3-1's okay, but yeah, you know what? That's fine. Let's see. I've still got most of the good targets left in the deck. I'm glad to see Ysera out of the way. The one Briar Spawn is in my hand, though. Well, let's see how the next 2 turns go with our Searing Reflections.
Talk, little Death Knight.
Now use your hero power. What? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's a little annoying. I think I still play Searing Reflection, though, because it's going to have Divine Shield, but, I mean, they can't attack with this guy to get rid of the Divine Shield, but I'll probably just hit it with my weapon. Cool.
For justice.
Nice. Rock Skipper's fantastic.
Can you believe it?
Now, if I Searing Reflection next turn, I'm going to have 10 cards and burn one on the following turn, which I don't really like. So I might play some things and then Searing Reflection on turn 8. Oh, that's pretty good.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, when that card costs 4, I think it cost 4 before and they changed it to 5. Yeah, that was crazy at 4. Yeah, I don't remember if it was this one or the one that deals 2 damage and draws them a card, but I think it was that one that was 4. Nice. What you got, buddy?
Well met.
Gotta do something.
Good talk, little Death Knight.
Huh, okay. Fair enough. I think I'm going to chance the Searing Reflection. You know what? I think this is better. I want to play Searing Reflection, but I have to hold my bias to the side. Just because I want to play cool things doesn't mean that it's the right play. So there's 2 factory assembly bots still. There's Ziliax, Ragnaros in the deck, and I think Nomelia also. So if I can Colifero for factory or Rag, that would be amazing. Ziliax isn't bad, but just factory or Ragnaros could actually end the game. Oof, okay. It's getting a little crazy now. Yeah, it's moments like this that I do kind of miss Anachronos. What else did they have with Death Rattle that died this game? Nothing big that I can remember.
I wonder.
Let's see what happens here. Sure, why not?
Can you believe it?
So if I do this, that'll kill both of these guys.
I wonder.
They'll get something back, and then I have Hammer to follow up as well as this guy. I'm thinking actually, so if I do this, then when I attack with her, she can kill an extra minion. Good, because they got nothing there. Actually, let's do this. Because I don't think he can summon himself back. And then I get to kill that guy. Cool. So Ragnaros, Ziliax, Factory Assembly bots are the only thing left in the deck for Colifero, which seems pretty great.
Nothing gets past. Nothing gets.
And Terror Run is doing work for them. So I can play the normal Nomelia and then attack with that one after? Ay, ay, ay. That's pretty good.
Good talk, little Death Knight.
Don't think I need to equality Nomelia, but I do think I need to Nomelia regardless.
Can you believe it?
Time for a spelling test.
Okay, not the worst. I feel like I gotta hold that for a consecration. So I can do... Okay. And they're getting a little low on cards. Only 3 in hand. I'm a little surprised. There it is. So that's gonna be annoying. Look at that. Good old buddy. So now there's only Ragnaros and Factory Assembly bots in the deck.
Let me think.
So if I equality and then Ziliax, this is going to summon the other guy that summon the 2/2 that summons more guys.
Let me think.
That is going to be a problem. Yeah, Anachronos seems like a must-have in here. I'm probably going to switch out the Scorching Observer for Anachronos. I think in the meantime, this seems fine.
Reporting for duty.
Maybe vacation planning is worth it, but it's not in this version of the deck, and drawing the two cards sometimes can hurt by drawing too many big guys, especially early on. But I'm trying to figure out ways that I can get more minions quickly so that I can Colifero into like some kind of a combo kill. It seems like I might start my next turn with some minions, so Colifero's probably going to go off.
Death Knight.
Clean as a carpet.
Sure, I got nothing in there. Oh, the specs just changed on my screen. Okay. Interesting. In that case, let's see. Yeah, hard to argue with Colifero here. It's Factory Assembly Workers or Ragnaros.
I wonder.
So if I get Factory Assembly Workers, then I only want 3 other minions outside of Colifero.
I wonder.
So maybe
Battle!
this,
Reporting for duty!
and then that.
Everyone could use a fresh coat of paint.
Cool.
I must move quickly.
Can you believe it?
Ah, fine. Yeah, I gotta remember to play around my own aura a little bit better. But it's still not the worst. It's a decent board. This is crazy. I'm like 40 minutes into this video and I'm in the middle of game 2. These games are very long and drawn out with this deck. What you gonna do, buddy? Yeah, it does seem like they're starting to run out of steam. I mean, they've been low on cards in their hand for a couple of turns now. The recursion of these guys is obviously annoying, but
Talk, little death
I think this game is winnable from here, especially considering I still have Ziliax, double equality. I don't remember how many consecrations I've used. That's the bad thing. These games get so long, and I just sometimes will lose track of what I've actually played. So let's do this. And this.
Everyone could use a fresh coat of paint.
Cool. And so I'm going to get 3 more bots. So I'm just going to make sure they all hit their face. Oh, 2 more bots. Just kidding. Not sure what else they can do here.
My people will
Ah, that's pretty good.
Few would make a fine display. Don't think that's going to be enough, though. They can kill this guy with their Alakir. Rag is going to hit something. Talk, little death knight.
There's Ragnaros. So I've only got 1 factory assembly bot left in the deck. 5 cards. What are we doing here?
Let me think.
I think I'll probably play Ziliax.
All right, little one. Let's bring you to life.
Perfection. Insignificant. Insignificant.
Yeah, I feel like they've still got a couple tricks up their sleeve. Or maybe not. 9 cards left in their deck, but pretty sure they're just gonna die in the next 2 turns or so. Wow. Yeah, so let's do this, and the mini. I guess that's fine to do too.
Reporting for duty. Blast.
Nice. All right, 1-1 after 45 minutes. Yeah, normally I like to get a good 5+ games in when I'm testing on these videos, but I think 3 is going to be the max for this deck. I'm just going to be here for 3 hours if I'm playing 5 games. But that was a stellar win. Very happy with that. Death Knight, especially with all that Death Rattle recursion, it's a very difficult deck to beat. Alright, Paladin.
I will fight with honor.
So it could be Murlocs, could be Hyper Aggro, could be Aura. I'm going to keep the Equality, because if they are an aggressive deck, then that gives my... Eesh, bad draw. But that gives my my 1/1s a chance to take guys out. Nice. Angling Rod to the rescue. Murlocs it is. Alright, let's see how well this goes.
Reporting for duty.
Thank you.
Great draw also.
For justice.
Yeah, pretty stellar hand right now. All I need is a Consecration and everything is right in the world. Between Nomelia and the Brute. Totally cool. Alright.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
Hopefully they don't have another prize vendor because I don't want to burn some cards, but we'll see.
Trees would suffer endless torment.
Well, Nomelia, do your thing. Searing Reflection off the top? Ah, fine. Let's do that. How many cards? I got 9 cards. Yeah, that seems okay.
For justice.
Yeah, that seems fine. I'm gonna pop it off of that, but that's okay. Alright, they got another Tyrannogill now. So many things to play. They have 2 poisonous minions, so Tyrion's not great. Actually, why don't I do this? Ooh, good.
Reporting for duty.
For justice.
Clear that board. You should have attacked first, oh well. Seems fine. So that's not good. 'Cause that does that does make it so I can Colifero into an adaptive amalgam. I didn't think they were going to play Grunty that turn. I figured I would be able to transform it, but that's okay. I think I got a quality consecration. I do kind of want to hold the Fire Gale back, but it's tough to get that kindred with other stuff, so I think just a body is good. Seems good. Interesting use of the weapon.
Put your faith in the light.
Alright, so what have I got left? Got 1 factory bot, 1 Briar Spawn, still got Ziliax, Ysera. No factory bot, sorry, 2 in my hand. So 2 Blobatar, Tyrion, Ysera, Ziliax, Briar Spawn, and Scorching Observer. And Adaptive Amalgam. Well, that's a board. Alright, there's the Briar Spawn. So, how do I get out of this? Doing 1 minion with Colifero is basically the same as doing Searing Reflection, I think.
Let me think.
Let's roll the dice. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. So let's do that. And that. And now I can follow Baziliax the next turn after they hit me for a bunch. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, probably dead here. 6, 13, 23 plus 8 is 31. Well done, well done. Okay, so they made that game quick, so I'm going to do one more. That works out. Alright, so 1 and 2 after 3 games. Not the worst. I figured I'd have a little bit better shot against Murlocs, but yeah, that was a very good draw for them. How could I have played that differently? Yeah, I guess Mark of Ursal on their first Tyrannigill made it a 1-1, so it would hit me for less, but it was easier for them to kill it and get 3 Murlocs off of it, so maybe that could have changed the course of the game a little bit. So against a Shaman, these seem fantastic. And a Consecration, okay. And an Equality, okay. We're in business.
In the rear with the gear.
Greetings, friend.
Okay, so Starship Shaman should be interesting. CSV or SCV. I keep wanting to say CSV whenever I see that card because of the spreadsheets. But SCV seems like a decent card. I've played it here and there, but never really loved it.
Reporting for duty.
Follow the flutterwings.
Huh, okay. I have not seen someone imbue their shaman hero power before. That's funny.
I wonder.
What to do here, what to do. Yeah, this is a tough spot. The Divine Shield's pretty annoying.
Let me
Because I don't want to completely waste the Blob of Tar. I guess I could Hammer and Holy Glow Sticks, which isn't a great use of the resources, but it's okay. Hey there. I think that at least holds off the early aggression. Yeah, I mean, not like I needed to do anything, but I would like to be able to play Blob of Tar with little interruptions. So they can transform once a turn with this, and every time they imbue their hero power, it looks like it'll make it cost an additional 1 more.
I wonder.
So that could get out of hand. Not super worried with a quality consecration in my hand. Let's do this.
For justice.
What do we get? Okay then. Yeah, that guy's pretty good. Let's do this for now.
Reporting for duty.
So Gigantify means I'm gonna get an 8 cost one. That should be pretty dope. Gains them armor, yeah. Yeah, they don't seem to be doing anything super powerful yet. I'm sure if they continue to imbue their hero power, this is going to be annoying, but it seems manageable still. Because that's a pretty slow way to tick up your minions' power level. Okay. Wow. Okay then. How do I want to go about this? Seems a little early for Nomelia, but it's not bad, I guess.
I wonder.
Consecration seems okay. Nomelia kind of does what I would do with multiple cards this turn. Because I could go Consecration plus this guy, take that out. Yeah, I think Nomelia is better. Let's play that. So I have the 8 drop for later. So I'll have an 8/8 rush next turn should I need it. That seems helpful. How rude. Yeah, that just seems really powerful. Hard to argue with that. So I'll probably end up finding the spot for another Brute in this deck, because I really like it in the aggro matchups. This seems just fine. I guess, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I should have gone that and then 8 to their face, but they would have been at 8 and then... But either way, they're in lethal territory next turn. Huh. Good old asteroids. Yeah, that's fine. That seems good. 2 8-cost minions to summon with Taunt and Elusive. But unfortunately, we got that.
For justice.
Again, okay. They better be pretty good, otherwise you're just dead.
Business with the bronze.
Alright, that is pretty good.
Reporting
Let's
for
roll the
duty.
dice.
Everyone could use a fresh coat of paint.
Cool. What does this guy do when he dies? Summon a random minion from the past. I don't think I care that much. Oh, that guy's cool. He used to be fun to play. I don't remember him being super great in Standard back in the day, but cool card regardless.
State your business with the bronze.
They are starting to catch up here, which is rather annoying.
Betrayers will suffer endless torment.
Nine, 10, 11.
I wonder.
That's going to give him armor. That's going to summon another minion. I think that's okay, though. Consecration seems decent here.
I must move quickly.
So they can go like this. And I don't mind taking 4 here. Let's make that guy smaller. Ooh, and then that for... Ah! Almost got it. That would have been cool. Ha, Cthulhu. Good old Cthulhu. So yeah, I think they're just playing random stuff because they've imbued their hero power one time, and this just feels worse than getting the totems. Feels much worse than getting the totems. Okay, turning that into an 8/8. Okay then. That's pretty good. Yeah, what in the weird starship are they playing?
There is little time.
So what is left in the deck? I think Briar Spawn is left. 2 factory assembly workers. There might be a blob of tar left. I think I played 1, not 2. Yeah, I think this feels fine. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, not the best. So let's go this. Let's attack that first. Ooh, Grunty's good. Make sure they only get one off of that death rattle trigger. Cool.
Is close.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game is gonna be mine, but they're putting up a pretty good fight.
8 combatants enter, and I take the crown.
There is little time.
Well, if Bob is the best thing they've got so far, I'm pretty happy with that. What? Okay then. That's crazy. Good time for Mark of Ursal. Maybe I Searing Reflection and Grunty. Yeah, let's see what I get off of Searing Reflection first. Perfect. And then Grunty. Wow, that's really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. Let's do 1. Yeah, thank goodness I've already used all the Searing Reflections, otherwise those amalgams would really hurt. And this guy, I think that's fine for the other ones.
Quickly.
Sure, okay.
I can't turn this around. Oh.
Wow. Fair enough. So I'm going to Mark of Ursal that, and then Factory Assembly Bot and Mini. And I think... Ah, there we go. I could also do these two and something else. Might be good to gain another 7 here. Jeez. Okay. That's pretty annoying. So it depends on how lucky I guess I think I'm feeling, because if I Factory Assembly Bot, that gives me a chance of just hitting their face and that could end it. But if it doesn't, then I'm just dead. But unfortunately, I don't think... Like if I Tyrion and Mark of Ursal that guy... See, they would go hit for Divine Shield, and then that, and they could deal 10 to me.
Let me think.
I don't think that's worth risking. I could also do this, but that's going to hit me for 2 as well, which isn't great. I think I got to gain the life.
I must move quickly.
Are you the nightmare's days?
Yeah, let's do that. 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 Hit that. And do that. But yeah, either way I'm dead. Okay. So I guess I should have just chanced it with the factory assembly bot. Probably would have given me the best odds.
The victory is yours.
Yeah, usually in those situations I don't like to roll the dice. Because it's normally gonna... Usually just doesn't seem right. I mean, making a play that you can control is a little bit better normally. But that is part 2 of the Searing Reflection series. So I'm definitely liking this, but it does need some changes. So I will likely be switching in another Brute. And what else? And Anachronos. Anachronos seems very important. Hard to argue with that guy. And there are a couple situations in those 4 games that he would have really come in handy. So, yeah, look out for part 3 and definitely check out part 1 if you haven't already. Probably going to end up doing like 4 or 5 parts of this. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace and love. If you're watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the Twitch. Same handle on both. Got like 60, almost 70 videos on YouTube. Some fun stuff like this. There's the Grime Street series. There's also more competitive decks. You know, Demon Hunter, Aura, you know, just Murlocs, actual good decks. So whatever you're looking for, Battlegrounds as well, it's all on there. Peace and love, guys.